What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Let's Hoop. This is our playoff edition. Yo, this weekend absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy good basketball all weekend. We're going to get into it, so don't go nowhere. Stay locked right here on Let's Hoop. You already know I ain't gonna get started. But anyway, yeah, crazy weekend of basketball. Good basketball too. Yeah, that's the thing about it. Like it wasn't just like, one game was good, the other one was alright. No, it was good basketball all weekend. Matter of fact, let's look at it. Y'all know what it is. We're going right into it. Top 10 past weekend. So, like I said, great basketball all weekend long. Somebody said 5 was tough. Yes, it was. Bro, listen, I'm telling you, like I said, it was, and it wasn't even just good, like it was skillful basketball.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, particularly Jason's, where he gets the ball, he goes like between the legs, spin around, takes it all the way down, goes up, dumps the pass. It's like, bro, like
he had a lot of
yeah, he did.
He had a lot of those.
He definitely did. So yeah, it was a crazy weekend of basketball.
Yes, it was.
And welcome back, Rodney. You know, he got his Statue of Liberty jam.
Oh
yeah.
And
then he came and he was like, that's top 10. Yes, Rodney. It was definitely top 10. No, hey, no hate though. It definitely was. Ain't no hate. Look, it was like, of course that's top 10. What do you mean? But yeah, it was a great weekend of basketball. Starting on Saturday with the play-in.
Yep. Play-in was crazy.
You were in the play-in this year, bro.
Yeah.
Let's start right there. Talk All right. Sorry about that, folks. We experienced a little bit of a technical difficulty. Not really sure what's going on there. The signal is weird. It's storming over here, I believe, or something. I don't know. Anyway.
At least they have some good little music. Like
elevator music. Play-in. So
we're talking about play-in. Yes. We're talking about Wolverines versus Savages. Like I said, Wolverines came in. We did our job. I think we had pretty good control of that game. Mm-hmm. Pretty much the whole game, except, the second half, as per usual for us. We kind of let them come back. The game got close a little bit, but, I think we were able to combat it, kind of able to end that game like we're supposed to. So that is the one positive that came out of this weekend for the Wolverines.
Hold on, you're jumping. You're jumping the gun.
Am I jumping?
Yes, you're jumping the gun. We ain't getting there yet. Mm-hmm. We're just talking about playing. So, Savages' point of view, I think that with the Savages, they're a great team. The coaching stability was a thing for them this season.
Yes.
I think if they had a more established system, mm-hmm. I think that would make it better for them come game time. I think this week we have a coach and, he's, thinking about this, and this, and this. Mm-hmm. And then next week, we have to figure it out. I think that type of stuff, I think it just makes it difficult to implement a culture, implement a system, and really just position your players where they need to be. And, it's just kind of like one of those things where when you hit play-in, when you hit playoffs and different things like that, that's where those things really show. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's where those things really show, like, yeah, nah, that's not one of those things. Great season, everyone. Oh, y'all big time. No, it was a good season, TJ. And like I said, I don't blame y'all's season completely on y'all. Like I said, I think some of that was stability. And I think some of that was just having everything that you need, to be able to put pieces together. You know what I mean?
So, you want to be honest with you, man? We had played the Savages late this year anyway. Mm-hmm. And, we barely beat the Savages. Mm-hmm. I don't believe they had a coach on that game.
They do.
You see what I'm saying? That just validates your point that, I think they knew each other better than the coach knew them.
Absolutely. I can actually agree with that point.
Yeah. So, kudos to you, Savages. Y'all had a heck of a year. Always had respect for you guys. Come back stronger next year. I believe y'all will. So, keep your core there and do what you need to do. So, but it's great game.
So moving on, great season for us. We're gonna be back and better next season as Bobby. Yeah, for sure, Bobby. I agree. Hey, and let me just say this too. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Bobby, that's one of my favorite players on that team. Mm-hmm. And the reason why, where my heart is when it comes to basketball.
He say, man, all I want to do is come in and play defense.
All I want to do is play defense, bro. And literally, because I've even had to step in and coach that team, and literally, I've had a situation where it's like, hey, Bobby,
go play him.
He's scoring too much. Yeah. I just need you to stop. Yeah. And I've watched him slow the person down, and in some instances slow them down. Mm-hmm. In other instances, shut them down completely. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, shout out Bobby. Welcome to the league. You had a great first year. Yep. Glad to have you with us. But moving to the Chargers and the Black Ice. Yes, Black Ice and the Blazers. So Black Ice Blazers won.
1 and 2, it don't matter.
No. We're gonna start with the first game.
We started the first game. It don't matter.
All right, first game.
It don't matter. It was a dog fight.
Yeah.
It was a dog fight. Blazers go up. Black Ice go up. It was just crazy, man.
Yeah.
I will say one thing that I did see was Josh for the Blazers. I mean, he was just like, he was in a zone, man. He was crunk. He was just going off, man. But they're on TJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. And Josh, you know, he'll get up in TJ's face, and that's what he do. I don't mind that. Josh, I like when he's like that because I think it pumps him up and makes him better. You know what I'm saying?
I always say, you know when he's Josh, and you know when he's Black Lightning.
Yeah.
He's Josh when he's just kind of playing, you know, whatever. Yeah. But when he hits that crazy shot and then does that little lean thing on defense and like get in your face and it's like, what's up? I'm like, uh-oh. He done turned into Black Lightning now. Yeah. You got a problem. So I love it. I love it.
What it all boiled down to, even in the first game, and we ain't gonna talk about the second game, but it's kind of the same. But what it all boils down to is Black Ice is a clever team. What I mean by that is if Black Ice is up or if they're down,
Tyler said Black Ice and the Chargers had the brooms with them. I mean, they did.
But if they're down, say 5-6 points, it's a minute left. Them jokers they just know how to finish the game. I'm just being straight up with you. They know how to finish the game. They're gonna get some type of foul call. They know how to. They make the right decisions, right choices, hit the right shots at the right time. It's like the pressure to me makes Black Ice better.
Agreed.
The pressure makes them better.
Well, TJ said, great series. Shout out to the Blazers. No, it was.
It was a great series.
It definitely was.
But I just got to give it to Black Ice, man. They just know how, they know how to finish it.
Yeah.
You know, so, but the Blazers overall, man, we got to talk about Tristan. Mm-hmm. Tristan went off too, man. I mean, the whole team, to me, the whole Blazers team fought. They never gave up. They never gave up. Neither did Black Ice. It was just like it was like what rumble in the jungle. You know, it was just like, all right, man, I can take that one. Then you can take mine. I mean, we still standing, and it's just the best man won at the end, man. I mean, that's basically what happened. So I mean, I was thoroughly impressed with how well of a game that was, man. I loved it.
No, I agree. I think that it's one of those situations where execution down the stretch is going to win the game. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, the game, when you throwing haymakers, you know, it's just kind of like, ain't nobody falling. Mm-mm. So it's really like one of those, who's going to get that one little slip punch that's going to catch you on the chin, you know, that you don't see coming.
Right.
That's going to knock you out. So I think that's the tough part. I think that's I think that's the thing.
The ice on Black Ice fit them, man.
It does.
Because in the end of the game, they got ice in their veins, man. They're gonna hit their free throws. Mm-hmm. They're gonna hit that wide open 3-pointer. It ain't missing. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna hit it, man. If it's at the end of the game, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy how well oiled they are. So
they are. They definitely are. So check this out. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then when we come right back, we're gonna talk about the next game, because in the next game, as a matter of fact, I think you and the producer are gonna have a conversation about this next game. Okay. Because that involved you and the Chargers, the undefeated Chargers. So don't go nowhere. Stay locked. We'll be right back.
Scott, what up?
What's up? It's Zach. Zach in the house.
What's
What's
going
up,
on?
man?
Hey man, I know this might be difficult to walk through. You know what I mean? But let's walk through it. So you make it through the play-in,
Yep.
and you have the undefeated Chargers in your face. What? Walk me through that process. What happened?
So, well, what happened? You talking about the
Mhm.
result of the game?
However you would want to explain what happened with your team.
All right. So, I'll say this: the result, obviously, we lost, but we lost by 3 points. And the main thing that I can say is two things. One is we missed 12 free throws. 12. I mean, at the line, that's hard. That's hard to overcome. I mean, we only lost by 3, so it lets me know the team. I mean, we played hard. We were right there with the Chargers the whole time, and we hit our free throws. We win that game. Uh, Second is defense. Our defense failed us especially the fourth quarter, due to some players not even wanting to come back in, saying that that they ain't feeling it, they tired, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but Malik, it was the Malik show. The fourth, second half, pretty much, it was the Malik show. I mean, he was just killing us. The pick and roll was killing us. We wasn't blitzing the pick and roll enough. I mean, they just had a plan, which that's how they beat us in the season, was a pick and roll between him and Shaq. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, this is quite simple. They were pointing. So, I mean, I don't have much else to say. I mean, defensively,
But do you feel like you're playing fatigued your players? Like, do you think that was a part of why you get to the fourth quarter and you had nothing left in the tank?
no, not the first game. Absolutely not. I can't use that for the first game. We were fresh enough. We was right there with them. So,
Mm.
no excuses at all for that. Like I said, that first game, we had every chance and every opportunity to beat them, and basically we didn't take it. They took it. They wanted it more. You know, that's pretty much what it was. They wanted it more, and they actually went to what had been working. And like I said, certain players didn't want to come off the bench and play. They said they weren't feeling it, their legs or whatever. You know, I I just think it was an excuse. You know what I'm saying? It was an
I,
excuse.
I ain't gonna push you today on your certain players. I'm gonna let you have that, but I am gonna cut to an interview from one of the Chargers players, who honestly I don't think everybody understood the story. This guy was completely undrafted, and to me, he definitely made a difference in your game. But let's check out this interview.
All right.
All right, so we got our boy Jason here from the Chargers, number 5. He in the game, 17 points this game. How you feeling, Jason?
Man, I'm feeling good. The team played well together. We went through some rough patches. We lost a couple players, but we all found a way to get 2 wins today. So we're going to the championship.
Yeah, you're going to the ship. Why do you have the broom?
This is my microphone. This is not no broom.
Oh, gotcha. All right, though, this is his microphone. All right.
But it's sweet.
Oh. Okay, so what was your motivation for this whole game?
Shaq right here.
Okay.
Shaq told me I was trash.
Oh.
Yep.
So Shaq told you were trash?
Yeah. I had, we had a fight together, man. We worked together. We all call each other trash, so we play better. But it's all out of love. We hold each other to a high standards over here at the Chargers.
All right, so what's your motivation for the shift?
Get the ball to mine, and everybody move out the way.
Gotcha. All right, well, you heard it here from my boy Jason with the Chargers. They going to the championship. Come on, let me hear about it.
Yeah, we're going to the championship, and we trying to get everybody out the way.
All right, well, you heard it here first.
1, 2, 3.
Chargers. All right, y'all heard it here, Chargers. They going to the championship. Thank you so much for your interview.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
So,
and
said the broom,
and the producer left.
right? No, I'm sure. We'll. 2 games a day is tough though. It's tough, man. Listen.
So,
all right, no, he was in his bag.
But that's what Zach was talking about. That I think it affected. Now, That was actually footage from the second game. Just to let the producer know, we were talking about the first game. But anyway.
Hey man, listen. The man had a broom in his hand. First game, second game. It means that it was a sweep somewhere.
No, I understand that. Sir. But we're talking about the first game. So, but anyway, I'm on to the first game. The question was about the legs and stuff like that. Was no excuse that first game. I knew that the second game that might be an issue because we had just played Saturday, but the first game that wasn't an excuse.
Hey man, and to that point, also, yeah, I'm gonna throw this challenge to everybody, not just. I mean, not to say that that's gonna be our format going forward.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was 23, 24, crying about multiple games in a day or tournaments and stuff like that. Like, bro, what? Like at that age,
Yeah,
I'm hooping in the morning.
Man.
We're going to get something to eat, meeting up again to go hoop later, and then might catch the midnight hoop session.
Right.
Like, I hooped. Like,
nah, man, they built different now.
Hoop, tournaments, all of that. So, like,
they built different now, bro.
Look, I'm 32 now, and I still would have did both games in the day. So.
And who made that comment? Sandarius?
No, that was Buster. Yeah, I'm coming for you, Buster, because you still young.
How old is Buster?
I don't know. He's still young, though.
Oh, I'm saying, like, man, come on, man. What's it say?
Shaq said 2 games and they took it back to the AAU days. Facts. Like,
that
was
saying,
tournaments
like,
back then. Like, yeah.
I mean, man.
Hey, man, folks got to get in shape, man.
Zach, I know, man. Me and you talk all the time, man. I know when I was a kid, bro, I played, it was 105 outside. I played all day. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I drunk out the whole pipe. You feel me? I ain't had no ice water.
You could taste the rubber coming out that mug, but it was still refreshing.
No. That's what I'm saying, man. So I don't know what these kids are nowadays. I mean, it's a true story. Because, I mean, look. I mean, in the news.
Hey, TJ said, I'm 26 and I've been on one leg for like 3 weeks. Now, we ain't talking about injuries, TJ.
Yeah,
we ain't talking about injuries.
No, we talking about lungs.
That's different.
We talking about lungs.
We talking about lung capacity. Being in shape, being able to run, that sort of thing. But, some things are changing. But, just to that point, I just got to put that out there. Like, y'all, if you were 20, 28 and under,
yeah, man.
I need you to hoop, man.
And hold on, how old is Josh from Black Ice?
Josh from Black Ice, I think he's 37, 38, 1 and 2.
I ain't heard him say not one thing.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie though, my boy was a little gas too though.
He was gas.
Josh gonna kill me for saying that later.
He wasn't complaining about it though.
Nah, he wasn't.
He was out there still balling. He hit the left and right hand layup.
He was hoping.
So it is what it is.
But hey, I ain't gonna lie though, TJ, that's tough though. You've been on one leg for like 2 weeks and still the show that you put on since we were, talking about them games.
I saw 2 legs though.
It was crazy, yeah. He wasn't playing like he was on one leg.
You know what I'm saying, man? I saw 2
at
legs.
all. But no, that Chargers Wolves game, that first one, y'all were definitely in it.
It was a dogfight.
It was a dogfight. It was just it came down towards the end yet again. Defense on y'all's end, and then also execution.
Yep.
Like, I mean, they executed. They went to what worked. They executed. I can't remember if that was the first game or the second game, but I know this highlight I'm about to talk about.
Yeah.
Where they gave it to Shaq in the post.
Mm-hmm.
They calmed everything down. Shaq called for the ball. They gave it to him in the post. He banged twice, went right by Josh and laid it up. It's like going to what is going to work in certain moments and not just getting up and down the floor. But it's just like, no, we're going to slow the pace. We're going to go to what works. And that's what I saw from them over the Wolves. And then also what I noticed too, when y'all were up on first season, have fun. Oh, y'all, number 6 on the Blazers, Mr. Lockett. Number 6. Oh, that's Gary. Hey, man.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, man. Yes.
That's all I gotta say.
Gary, that dude.
You just hold that number 3.
And he's plus 32, right? He's 32, I believe.
Who?
Gary's 32. I'm just letting everybody know.
Stop lying. Yeah. Gary, you 32, bro?
Yeah, bro. You can go ahead and put it in the chat, tell them the truth, bro. Put your birthday in there and let them know.
Lies.
It is not lies, bro.
Lies.
Gary got some age on him, bro. So,
but Mr. 3-pointer himself. Yeah, nah. But that to me that was the difference. When y'all were up on the Chargers, y'all were playing together. Y'all were moving the ball, all of that. But when y'all went down, it became more of somebody got to get a bucket. And
I'll tell you the difference. If you can even play the game back and listen, the Chargers started communicating way more. Like they were communicating everything. They were calling screens. They were calling everything. Your communication was against each other, and it's really hard to beat a team when you're playing like an individual. To echo what Darius said.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say it's been like that. Pretty much when we lose all year, we don't play as a team. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
Tyler said Gary
run the mountains. But we don't play it as a team when we're down. We start depending.
423.91.
See, I told y'all, man, 32 years old.
Hey, we the same age. We the same age, Gary. That's what's up. Okay.
But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's a couple of things. So we don't communicate. A matter of fact, I called a timeout and I said, "Why am I calling out the screens louder than you guys?"
I actually heard you say that. Yeah.
I said, "I'm calling out the screens louder than you guys. So you just gonna let your man get screened and he don't even know he there because you ain't saying nothing. I'm over here about to get hoarse, hollering, big left, big right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out here screaming. So I mean, that's amongst the small things and small details that we just didn't execute when we was out there, man, and it really hurt us.
Yeah. I could tell it hurt, Scott. I could tell, which I appreciate your emotion, but Sky ain't even get on the mic, bruh. He ain't even want to say nothing. You were like just done. The Mr. Talk a lot, then talk at all.
Man, I did the next game. Stop playing. I don't even know what he's talking about. I did the next game, man. Quit playing.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I did the next game.
League's going to be different next season. I hope y'all getting that cardio in. For sure, because yeah, everybody need get that cardio in.
I'm trying to tell you.
That was the point of my PSA about this 2 games in one day. Every folks got to get in shape.
Yeah.
But anyway, that being said, since we're talking about the 2 games, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, split second, then we'll be right back so we can talk about the second round of games for that day. So, like I said, literal split second. So, Black Ice, Blazers 2. What adjustments do you feel like the Blazers did not make in the second game based on what they experienced in the first game? Or do you think they could have done something differently to get a different outcome in that second game?
It's hard to say, bro, because both of them was a dogfight. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a dogfight.
Yes, but one thing happened in that second game that the Blazers did that took them out of the game. But go ahead, I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I'll let you say that, but I mean, I still think the engine that could TJ. He just, I'm just saying, he's that dude. He just, I mean, it was a couple of times where he was just wide open.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch. That second game, he was wide open a lot.
Yeah.
And it was like dagger shots, dagger. I still think the Blazers played real hard, but it was a rough game, man, for them to lose because it was still close. Like at the end, I don't remember which game they were up by. They were up by like 15 or something. Was it the second game they was up?
I think it was the first.
That might have been the first game because Black Ice showed some resiliency in the first game. Mm-hmm. But that second game, it was just close. And like I said, with Black Ice, with it being close like that.
Oh, yeah, it was like 20-4 in the first game or something like that.
Yeah, they were up.
Yeah, they went up crazy. Yeah. That's right. They did.
So, but with Black Ice, playing them close is just not good. They close games out, man. And I do think one thing that happened is I think that Blazers around that fourth quarter they started playing individual ball. They started kind of, it's okay, get the ball to Josh, let's see what Josh gonna do. Or get the ball to Tristan, let's see what Tristan gonna do. They kind of started getting towards that.
And you know what they all did? They all shot threes.
That too.
They went berserk from the 3-point line. And
I don't get it all back.
And I don't mean in a good way. Like, instead of, because Black Ice was up at that point, and instead of chipping away at the lead, it was like they were trying to get it all back in one possession. Mm-hmm. And what was happening is Black Ice was continuing to go. They were up 20 in the second game. Okay, so it was the second game.
One of the games.
My bad. I could have been wrong.
Games, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, but you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't chip away because Black Ice was up, and they was like, we got to get it all back in one possession, and they weren't hitting them. and it was like nobody. Okay, I'm going to NBA for a quick second. Remember that series when James Harden was with Houston and they were playing the Warriors, and they went like 0 for 27 from the 3-point line, and it was like Chris Paul was hurt, and they were all saying like, if Chris Paul had been on the floor, there would have been like that floor general to be like, hey y'all, this ain't working. Like, let's get something else offensively going. I feel like that's what the Blazers needed in that moment, to where it would have been like, hey, I'm assessing the game. These threes aren't falling. Black Ice is going to the other end. They're getting to the basket. And their threes are falling.
And they're getting foul calls.
And they're getting foul calls.
Because they're going to
the basket.
Yep.
And to Miguel's credit, their coach, he was yelling, stop shooting threes. Stop shooting threes.
He was.
And so, to his credit, Miguel, great coach. Like he was yelling, stop shooting threes. And I think, honestly, that is when, for me, it was just like, I think this is over. Because it's different if they were falling. But they just were not falling, and they stayed with that. So I think that's why, for me, it's just kind of like, I think that might have been the thing for that second game for me, why they weren't able to pick up the win on that one. Because, I mean, if you look at who the Blazers have, Josh gets whatever he wants at the rim.
At the rim.
Gino is primarily known as a shooter, but Gino can get what he wants at the rim, too. Quinn, quiet as it's kept, down in that post.
We call him Zebo for a reason.
He can get what he wants at the rim. Tristan can get whatever he wants. Sometimes Tristan be finishing tough stuff. I'm like, bro, how he finished that?
How?
Like, they have guys that can get whatever they want at the rim, but they all just kind of went to the threes. So I think that was the only thing at the end of that game for me where it was just like, I would have had to call a timeout and be like, y'all, stop. Like,
well, he did try to tell him to stop.
He did. I'm not saying but that would have been like, I got to use a whole timeout for this one. I got to get in y'all face. I can't just yell it from the sideline. I got to get in y'all face and tell y'all, like, yo, stop it, because it's not working.
Well, Miguel suffered the same thing, that I be suffering sometimes when your players don't listen to you.
Well,
and it hurts because you like, I see the game, y'all are in the game,
but
I see what's happening, and Miguel saw what was happening. They were trying to get everything back.
Yeah.
Trying to get these 3-pointers. It's like, man, we were up by 20. Now they up on us, man. We need to do something right now. But see, it reminds me of the tortoise and the hare. You know what I'm saying?
Tristan's got a great mid range. He does.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
But the tortoise and the hare, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just like Black Ice is the tortoise. They slow and steady. Slow and steady, and that's what they do the whole game. They don't let you make them get out of character. They don't make same thing with the Chargers. They don't let you make them get out of character. They play their game regardless of what you do. And
that literally happened to them one time that I can think of this entire season with Black Ice, where they got kind of beside themselves and kind of imploded. Remember, we talked about it at the beginning of the season. But ever since then, they lock in.
And I just think that was because they were a fresh team. They had some new players. They didn't have, who was Fletcher? I know Fletcher left. Penn had just come in. It's just they had new players. Deshaun.
They had to relearn.
They had to relearn the system and stuff like that. But once they learned that their system is slow and steady and consistent, hey man, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Another good game.
It was, and so even in that, the game was so good that it got heated in the moment. So
yeah,
the way y'all know, like this show, we know holds barred. Like we talk about everything on this show. So we do want to talk about the incident that did happen for a number of reasons. One, I know you guys see me and Sky a lot, and y'all know the heart that we have for you guys. But we also think this is a good opportunity to really even see third commissioner and see Zach and really see the heart that he has for y'all as well. Matter of fact, we're not going to just talk and speak for him. We're going to bring him on. So, Mr. Producer, we want to welcome back, Mr. Producer.
Sir, can you open your door?
So, we had an incident where a referee wanted to toss two players, and Zach went over to see about the situation because he wasn't finna let that go down like that. Like, no, you can't just unlawfully just toss these guys. And we got this is a high profile game. Like, this is a playoff game. It is the deciding game for potentially for the series. And we had two players that were potentially about to be done wrong. And Zach came and stepped in that situation to handle the situation, and it got a little wild or whatever. So Zach, we wanted to bring you on, man. And first of all, from the players, thank you for having their backs and covering us as well. And then also, just from your perspective, let you talk about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate that. For me, I think the integrity of the game, we have a responsibility to our players to make sure that if we set a certain standard of rules, that they're upheld. And to be honest, because I care and I know the gravity of the situation, it just wasn't going to go down like that. Now, by any means, I wish the situation would have been able to handle and did not escalate to that point. I
Right.
was hoping we would be able to de-escalate that situation, and I found myself in a position where I had to defend myself. And
Right.
we're all grown men, you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? And we're not perfect. I wish I could have found a way to just kind of wave the situation down, but the kingdom of God suffers violence. The violence should take it by force.
Nice, bro. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nah, for sure though. And back and said the referee saw. Yeah,
but nevertheless, if nothing else, I know something that is important to us for us to really set a standard. And that standard ain't just for players to uphold. It ain't just for the refs to uphold. It's for us to uphold as well. So, if that action of me defending who we are at SkyWest offended anyone, I offer apology. I don't mind. I'm not too big to offer apology. But there is never a time that I won't defend the quality and the standard and even every individual player as a part of this league.
I'm so glad that was very simple. I thought something fell on you for like a quick second. I was like,
is it an earthquake?
Did he get taken out? What just happened?
Yeah.
But no, for sure though. For sure. And like I said, and I think I've spoken with you even offline, like what I've received from players from that moment was exactly that you stepped in a situation that was not, being handled properly or seemingly being handled properly. You stepped in and you fought for the players and you fought for the integrity of what we do, and that's one of our main things.
Yep.
So yeah, that was that has been the ref almost ruined a great game, being sensitive. Shout out to y'all for intervening. Yeah, seeing that is what I've been getting from all of that. So again, thank you for even in that moment for
and while we're on it, I do know that there have been games this year that the refs have impacted. They've impacted, and the results should not have been what they were just because the refs thought they had that authority. That is something that I think we've all discussed, and I would like to say in the public format that would be rectified going forward for sure.
Absolutely, for sure, absolutely.
Yep. If you guys don't know that watch the show, I know the players know, but Darius and I are very, very busy doing the show. I have to talk. Darius is running the live stream, and Zach is when Zach is there. I mean, he's another one of us, and he stepped in without being asked to step in. He just stepped in, and we really appreciate that because a lot of times we have to get off of our duty. Before Zach was present, we had to get off of our duty to actually go and do something about it. To where now that Zach is part of our team, he can intervene as well. So we appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, and just to even echo that, since we're talking about saying things in a public setting, and then we'll get back to basketball, y'all, I promise. But yeah, this is a good time to publicly thank you, Zach. This has been a wonderful season. Bringing you on as another commissioner was the best decision that we could have made by far. And, we just want to make sure we publicly recognize to everybody, what you have brought to this league. And, yeah, we are happy to have you with us. And players, in case y'all don't know, like that person we've been talking about, y'all see his face now. Like,
yep,
he is the guy. And we appreciate you, Zach. And sincerely mean that. We appreciate you.
Now, I appreciate y'all too, but I like to be in the background, so I'm gonna go back there as we go to this commercial.
Here he goes. Bye-bye.
That's why I did this before you disappeared.
All right.
So wrapping up with that game, and can we get a swag serve going so we can see that dance again?
Really?
Hey man, I'm gonna work really hard to get that commercial on here before this season ends. On next week's episode, like we'll work really, really hard to get that going. But anyway, so and in the final game, you guys versus the Chargers.
Yep.
I mean, to me, it wasn't a whole lot to even really say about that one. To be honest, I mean, they took that last one.
Yep. And like I said, that first game was really what I was banking on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that first game, you know, I even had the thoughts of we win the first game, let's take it to Friday, especially if my guys are tired, which they were. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not gonna lie, my guys were tired, but what really upset me, and I'm being straight up with you, what really upset me wasn't that they were tired, it was the demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? The bench was quiet. Leaders was quiet. It was players that just wasn't saying nothing. It was a lot of complaining, a lot of stuff that goes on. So,
oh my God,
really, but that's what I was more disappointed in because
Madden can't Rodney so tough. Man. Welcome to the show, Rodney. Yes, you had a tough weekend, sir. For sure.
Yeah, but so I mean, they just took it from us. They were just like, all right, you know, we put a dagger in you. Now we're gonna put the sword down your throat and bust your heart open. That's basically what happened. I don't have nothing else to say. You know, that was a little graphic.
What you watching?
I'm sorry, kid.
Watching 300 or something? Like, what was you doing?
They did a This Is Sparta moment on us. They kicked us in the chest down and put us down in the pit. And, as Shaq would say, the pit was Cancun. So, you know, it is what it is. They held the broom up, and you know what? One of the players I ain't gonna put you out there, but one of the players got mad that they put the broom up. And I'm like, what they get mad for? We lost.
I mean, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, and then that's another thing too. Why your bench and like the and all that stuff plays a factor, because those are the type of things that activate adrenaline.
Absolutely.
When you are tired.
Absolutely.
You tired. You hit one simple shot and the bench goes crazy.
Right.
That amps you up, and you forget how tired you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you know the morale is down and everybody's like, like.
Darius, we were down by 12. It was about 3 or 4 minutes left. We were down by 12. That's a lot of basketball.
A lot of
basketball left. But everybody on the bench playing. Whoa, it's me.
That's the face that. What's the face?
Whoa, it's me. You know what I'm saying?
That is not the face.
I'm just saying, bro. It was just like
that's tough.
I'm like, bro, where's the pep? It was really five players. I don't want to discredit anybody or talk about anybody like that, but it was 5 players that was on the team that was still being positive. I'm not even going to name those 5. They know who they are. 5 players, I believe it's about 5, maybe 6, 5.5 that were positive. The rest of the team, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. What did I say? Is game 2 going to be uploaded?
Yes, it is. It's actually going to restream right after this. So, yes, it will.
Yeah, so basically, you know what I'm saying? We shot ourselves in the foot before the game even started. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you can the team that we really are played the first game. Mm-hmm. That second game, that wasn't us. That was somebody that feels sorry for themselves. Wow. Just being honest with you.
Well, as a result of that,
got our tails whooped.
Y'all got your tails whooped.
Yep.
And Jason did a whole interview with a broom.
With a broom. Yeah.
No lie, it was pretty funny.
Yep.
Sorry, but it was. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. So now we have Black Ice versus the Chargers.
They gave up.
They gave up.
Exactly what happened. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Black Ice versus the Chargers for the championship. Let me tell you something. The first time, my expectations are high. Let me just say that. Mm-hmm. My expectations are very high because the first time that Black Ice and the Chargers played, that was arguably my game of the year. If we have to say what was your game of the year. The first time they played, that was arguably the game of the year. I mean, that's what we had, like the chase down block. We had it was like, that was a game. So my expectations for Sunday are very, very high. Like, I don't know what, and y'all know what time it is too. It's time to start weighing in on who y'all think is going to take what. So, we're not giving ours yet. We're going to let them start weighing in first.
I can't even give mine.
But,
that's hard.
But
that's a real
so for now though, let's just start Ice versus Charger, hands down, game of the year. Yeah, Blackest says the same thing. I was gonna say Blackest, but yeah, I agree. So y'all start throwing in y'all votes. Who y'all think is gonna take that game on Sunday? Y'all think it's gonna be Black Ice, or y'all think it's gonna be the Chargers? Black Ice won last year. No, hey, check this out. Black Ice won last year. I'm going for the Chargers. Check this out though.
We didn't ask you who you were going for. Let's clarify.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's kind of the same thing.
It's not.
Who are you going for versus who you think is going to win?
Okay, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you clarification.
All right, talk to me about that.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Yeah, y'all can throw daggers at me all day. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. I go for the Cowboys all the time. But if you ask me, because I know football, who's going to win, a lot of times when the Dallas Cowboys play the better team, I'd be like, probably the other team. Even though I love my team. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to stress to you. It's not who you pulling for. It's who's going to win. It's who's going to win. Tyler knows he's an Atlanta Falcon fan. They lose a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he understands that. When they play the better team.
Tyler explains it all. You're used to being.
Hey, bro, ease up on the Falcons comments, man. We rebuilding. Ease up on them Falcons comments. Stick to this basketball game. We rebuilding.
I've been rebuilding since the franchise started. So, hey, that's all I'm saying. Cowboys fan base be like, yeah, I'm a realist though. I know football. So, but anyway, past that, we want to know what your pick is, not who you're pulling for. That's a cop out. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Now I will say this though. Okay, well, Tyler says Chargers up, so he's going for the Chargers. Here's an interesting fact. Falcons already ready for the draft. Hey man, we are talking about the Chargers and Black Ice.
That was funny though. That was funny.
See, I knew that was gonna happen. As soon as you started talking about football, I knew this was gonna go completely left.
Football season is coming. That's
it is. So we almost done with Skyway season. Let's get that done first. Anyway, so fun fact. Mm-hmm. Of all the teams in the league that Black Ice has beaten, Black Ice has been in the league. They have never beat the Chargers. Never beat the Chargers.
What's your thoughts on that?
So y'all weigh in on that one. It makes it a little more interesting. Can't just see that back and say the same thing. Black Ice has never beaten the Chargers before. So
because they didn't see the Chargers in the championship last year or the playoffs.
No, it was the regular season. It was the regular season they lost to one.
I think they only lost one, right?
Who? Black Ice? They lost two.
They lost to us too. Yeah. They lost two. Yeah.
So they didn't beat them last year. They didn't beat them this year, and so now it's just like you have this undefeated record, not only for the season, but they're also undefeated to Black Ice as well.
Man. But
Black Ice is also trying to repeat this year, but they've never beat the team that they're trying to repeat against.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm keeping it a buck. I like the Chargers personally, but I think Black Ice finds a way to win.
See that he might be pulling for the Chargers. But he think Black Ice.
Yeah, you wanted to make sure that. Oh, you wanted to make sure that was understood.
You understand what?
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Darius. I'm gonna be honest with you. And me personally, I'm not picking a team. I'm gonna tell you why.
He said Rodney missed the regular season game this year. No, that is true.
I understand that.
That is true.
That's cool. But I'm gonna tell you this: because this show is so motivational, I am not choosing a team. Because if I choose a team, it's going to motivate the next team. If
Scott,
you choose a team, it's
Scott,
going to motivate the next team.
Scott,
And if you
Scott,
choose that,
Scott,
it's going to
stop,
motivate the next team.
stop.
I'm not
I want to
choosing
hear
one.
that.
I'm
Hold on,
glad
listen.
you said something because I was looking
I'm
at my
not
face.
choosing
I was
one.
like,
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Hey, you just challenged everybody and went through this whole analogy how it would be a cop out if you didn't go with you're making your pick.
I'm making my pick.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
you did just tell everybody they was copping out.
No. See, everybody else don't influence like we do.
Tyler said, "Get him, Zach."
It's all good. It's all good. But what I'm saying is, I feel like it's gonna be extra motivation for the other team.
Chargers
Give
momentum.
me your pick. Your
Look,
pick.
he wants it right now. Right now. I'm going with the Charging Ice.
So what? Chargers momentum versus Black Ice experience. I'll leave it there. No decision.
See, it's. I'm telling you,
The cop out is copping out.
I might be copping out, bro.
No,
I might
you
be
are.
copping out. That's
The
a
same
hard
way
one.
you were pouting after you got whooped and which sucking your thumb in the corner with your lip out. You know what I mean?
I was sucking my thumb. That he funny, man. He funny. Look, I like how he pop in and then pop out.
Right? It's like, whoop, slide
man,
out.
I can't call it, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's really, I can't just put my finger on a team and say which one gonna win, man. It's hard. It's hard.
All right.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
As a coach, your analysis would be what?
I will tell you what. You pick yours first, and I'll pick mine.
What you're not about to do is have this whole segment where we go through all this about throwing me. I never said I wasn't gonna pick. You said that. This whole thing ain't about you. You go ahead and put your pick. I'm not scared. I just have a dissertation following mine, so I'm trying to let him get his out first.
Dissertation.
Yes.
Now do your dissertation, man. I still gotta think, man. This is rough. It's really hard for me. It really is.
All right, cool. All right, so in light of what you were saying, pulling for, kind of can't do that because I'm invested on both sides. When you say pulling for the Chargers, the way they've built their team, the way they have, you're not picking. That's kind of what he said.
That's what I want to do.
But anyway, so the way the Chargers have built their team, the way, again, particularly Corian, him, JT, the way they came in, how strategic. I know a lot of behind the scenes stuff in terms of what it took for them to get to this moment. So I'll be pulling for them as well. Then you go to the other side. And then, Josh is my guy. Then also, TJ, seeing how TJ, TJ was good last season, but TJ went from good to MVP good this season, great this season. You know what I'm saying? The different ones, Penn. My boy Joe is over there on Black Ice. We traded him, and I'm like, I told him the other day. I said, bro, you deserve to be here, and I'm glad you deserve to be in the championship. And I'm glad you're here. So I can't say who I'm going for because if that's the case, I'm happy either way because these guys both have reasons to win. Now, from an analytical standpoint, it does not favor the Chargers for me, and I'm going to tell you why. The Chargers have a habit of taking their foot off the gas when they have their enemy beat. Now, because the same thing could have happened with y'all when y'all were playing them when they had y'all beat, but your team gave up.
True.
But a team that does not give up on them and that closes games pretty well, that's typically where the Chargers tend to have those games that a missed shot here, a made shot there, the game goes the other way. Black Ice is a team that may not have the best start or whatever the case may be, but they close very well. And when you get to closing moments, the veterans activate. Your James will activate in the fourth quarter in certain moments. Big Fundamental will activate in those moments. Mm-hmm. TJ will activate in those moments. You understand what I'm saying? So you got your Pens, you got your Joes, your Rodneys, all these other people that are carrying you throughout the game, whatever. But in that closing moment, when you talk about veterans and experience, I have to go Black Ice with that one because, and only because, and now I'm gonna say this because the Chargers like to say we disrespect them. This is no disrespect to the Chargers because to me, top to bottom, the Chargers is the best team in the league. Top to bottom, I mean, it'd be plenty of times where y'all have a certain crew out on the floor, y'all already beating somebody, and then I'll see Baker walk over to check in. I'm like, bro, like now we got to deal with Baker too, like. So no, top to bottom, y'all are the best team in the league. So it's no disrespect, but the pattern is the pattern. So yeah, when y'all get up, sometimes y'all get a little laxed or whatever case may be. So Black Ice does not do that. So if that happens in the fourth quarter, or throughout the course of the game, I got to go Black Ice.
So now it's my turn.
Yes, man. Like, why are you avoiding this?
Because I really don't know who's gonna win. But
bro, listen, I don't either. But it's almost like if I'm forced, I just had to analyze that out.
Yeah.
Like, but bro, like, I mean, it's unstoppable force and movable object, bro. Like, I had to analyze into that answer, but I don't know who's gonna win because either one of these teams could take it.
So it's hard for me. It's hard for me to disagree.
It's gonna be the game of the season. Just making sure y'all tuning in. Hey, man, listen. So I don't doubt it. The last one y'all had was already game of the year, right. Shaq. So I don't doubt it.
So I'll say this: it's hard for me to disagree with anything that you said.
Oh my god!
But because I do believe, like I said, they got ice in their veins. But I'm going with the Chargers. Just number one, to be opposite of you. But number two, I don't know. I really don't know who's gonna win. But I'm going with the Chargers because I think that they have a motivation about them. They have some type of motivation about them to where it's like, I still think they feel like they're the underdog all the time. Mm-hmm. And I think they play like they're the underdogs. You know what I'm saying?
TJ said facts. Great hoops on Sunday. Oh, yeah, for sure. I can't wait.
It's hard for me. It's hard for me to say if I put money on, but I wouldn't put money on any one of these teams. That's a hard bet. But I'm gonna go with the Chargers just based on their morality and what they want to do with that team. They've been one game, talking about one game all season, being 1-0 all season. Mm-hmm. The way they really rally around each other, the way they motivate each other, the way their coaches motivate them. I think that could be the thing that put them over the top. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna go with the Chargers, man.
Now, was that so hard?
Yeah.
Was that so hard?
I mean, y'all made me choose one.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, the whole debate is hard because, that's why I say I can't go who I'm pulling for because honestly, either story is a great story because again, Chargers, they deserve it. Mm-hmm. Black Ice, they deserve it as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Black Ice weathered a crazy.
See, look. now Rodney Mack. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But no, Black Ice, they weathered a heavy storm this season. I mean, most of the season, their team, their key pieces weren't here.
And so that's why TJ, to me, has been a pivotal player for them. Mm-hmm. Because he has held that team together when other players have been gone.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's bottom line, it's going to be great hoops on Sunday. It's going to be absolutely great.
Hey, my message to both teams, man. At the end of the day, a good game is good for me. It's good for him. And Zach. Hey, so really what I'm pulling for is a good game.
Defending champs versus perfect season.
Yes. So basically,
it's like, how do you bet on that?
It's hard, man.
It's hard to bet on that.
It's hard, but I gave y'all my pick. Terrence gave you his pick. Zach, what's your pick? Thought you was getting away? You made me pick. Where you at? Huh? Crickets.
You there? You there,
Zach? We still here? Or did you have to go to the door and get your wife's food?
nothing to do with me. I never, and I've always repeat that JB at the end.
But anyway,
I got a brisket sandwich on black ice.
But so we're not. So he just tried to do that to deter us.
Facts, TJ, you did your thing this year.
From him.
Oh yeah, but what about you, Zach? Though you got
Zach.
Tyler said, enough said.
Type it, Zach. Type it. Type it in. You don't even have to show up on the screen. Who you got? Want me to pick though? He'll come on the screen. Won't be a pick. He won't be the pick. He'll come on the screen. Look at Zion. Zion laughing.
Zion, don't be laughing. Don't be laughing at the producer.
Nah, the producer don't want to say nothing now. He all silent now.
No, I think Zion was laughing at him, putting me through that sign.
Yeah, he probably was, man.
They ain't had nothing to do. That was between you and Scott. They ain't had nothing to do with me.
Hey, just to let you guys know, that sign never made it back up. It never made it back. Nah. You want to talk about Shaq and the Fool, or what is this? Scott West and the Fool, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever our show going to be called. That's about to be number one, bro. For real.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I guess it would only be right that I would break it in. So
Yeah.
And that joint funny, bro. Like, I got to put that up on Instagram.
Yes,
I need some other people to laugh at that. That's pretty funny.
But speaking of breaking it in,
Zach, you didn't make a pick for real.
Boy, that's a crickets. He don't want to say nothing. See, he feeling the same way I'm feeling. Crickets.
Dale said hilarious. I had to rewind it. Yeah, I done gone and found it a couple of times myself, Dale. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Put him on a poster, literally.
So I guess we can call Zach the cop out today.
Zion said, "Go fund me for the poster." The poster is fine. Y'all broke it in, all right. Ha! See what you did there? Knee slapper.
Yeah.
But poster's fine, but the pose on the other hand, different story. Anyway, all right. Well, look,
I smell a cop out.
Listen, we'll try again later. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm gonna do though. We're gonna take another quick little break, and then we're gonna talk about the end of the season superlative. So all the end of the season awards, we're gonna talk about that. Weigh in on that one last time before the end of the season. So don't go nowhere. Stay locked. We'll be right back.
So I'm assuming
number 2 poster out for the season.
I'm assuming.
What you assuming?
He just put the whole black ice thing up there. So I'm assuming that's his pick. So once again, I'm assuming that it's black ice because he put that one up there first. He really acting up right now.
He's playing the whole game.
But we're going with your first one, black ice.
That's
you hear that,
funny.
Chargers? I believe Zach is saying black ice is gonna win.
Tyler said he pulling
the sky, but Sky had to answer. What about the other guy? No. Now he's pulling a Zach.
Oh, that's funny. Y'all funny, man. All right, look. So end of the year awards. So, hey, you know what? I think this is a good time to go ahead and make our announcement too about the end of the year.
Yep.
All right, so check this out, y'all. We're gonna do something this year that we have never done before. This is gonna be something brand new, and we're doing this for y'all. You know, we love y'all. We want y'all to feel. We'll see, Javante. We'll see. Mm-hmm. We want y'all to feel special and appreciated. So this is for something for the whole league. You know, an event that we want. So on September 10th, so I believe that's 2 weeks after the championship, when the announcements go out for the end of the season awards. We are not going to just announce it on Instagram, but this year we are going to have an award ceremony. So like how you just watch the ESPYs, you know what Brown was talking about, I'm not retiring, the ESPYs, Oscars, whatever award show you want to think about, we're going to be having a Sky West Basketball Award show. So what that means is we want each and every one of you guys, each and every one of the players, it's going to be a red carpet event. So put on your good stuff, whatever that is, or dress up, dress down, whatever. But it's gonna be a red carpet event. We're gonna have photographers. We want you to invite your families, and it's literally gonna be a full blown award show. So that's how you will find out. That's how the awards for the end of the season will be given out this year. It's going to be a whole ordeal. Y'all know how we do with Sky West. We dramatic. So it's going to be a whole thing. So it's going to be and the what was that? This is the progression I love to see. Great job. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah. So it's going to be the whole dope with the fire. Appreciate it, Ty. It's going to be the whole, and the nominees are videos showing the nominees, and the winner of Rookie of the Year is so and so. They come up. So, candidates will be letting y'all know ahead of time, who, if you're at least in the running, so you'll have a minute and a half to tell everybody thank you. So get your little speech ready or whatever.
Not a church minute and a half, like a real
minute and a half. Because and then we'll have some food at the end. Once we give out we'll have a red carpet event first, take pictures, all that type of stuff like that. We'll come into the build. We'll come in, do the awards, all that type of stuff like that, and then we'll have food and all that stuff afterwards. But you have to RSVP, so we know how much food we need. So that's something new. So yay, Sky West. It's gonna be fun, Mr. Producer. You had something you would like to say? I saw you pop in here.
Yeah, no, I know Sky was talking a lot of junk, but I gotta kiss my babies to go to bed. Man, I don't have a problem. I ain't running from no smoke at all, ever. Okay? But I will put on my church shoes. I'm really excited about this event. And, there is a new category that is called Play of the Year, right? Is that a new
Play of the Year, yep. So, matter of fact, when you go in there, we'll talk about it. So, go ahead.
Yeah. I just wanted to, go ahead and really push for what I consider my play of the year, which is this right here. I think that's the play of the year. I don't know if y'all agree with me, man. Drop them comments, man. I believe that's the play of the year, for real.
Bro, how did I know you was gonna do that?
Thank you, Zach.
How did I know you were gonna do that?
What? I mean, it's the hustle, the effort, the tenacity, even the mindset. That man run through a wall for that ball. Yeah.
He wanted it bad, bro. He wanted it bad. Like real bad. Real bad. I swear. I knew you were gonna do that, dude. I knew because I was like, I don't think he has any like play of the year video by itself. And I was like, that's the only video he has.
Thank you for that, Sky. I'll get my speech ready as a nominee.
Yeah, so definitely let's vote that in for sure. Yeah. As it pertains to who do I pick, I really do think this is going to be once again the game of the year. I know their first match was the game up. I do know that Rodney was not here for that game. TJ, definitely my MVP pick for real. So you got an MVP that's going to a returning player, and then the fundamental is probably the most consistent player in the entire league, right? And then when it comes to coaches, you have two coaches. You have a coacher and a coach that is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what it'll really boil down to is the adjustments that will be made. So I'm going to go on the limb, and I think we might see a little Tom Brady situation that happened. You know what I mean?
Ooh. So that means like 7.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I'm just saying. I just feel like we're gonna get
seven championships.
We got $200 for the poster GoFundMe. Man, thank you all for your generosity. That poster, we're still taking it through some healing courses, man. Thank you for your donation.
Man. We need some extra Band-Aids, some alcohol, all of that.
So in layman's terms, your pick is
Black Ice.
Black Ice.
Yep. He said 2007 Tom Brady.
Lord. All right, so let's go through these superlatives real quick. And Javonte said, we'll see. All right, let's go through these superlatives real quick. All right, so play of the year. What would be your play of the year so far? Not me going through some, but play of the year. Mine, I'll go ahead and give you mine. Mine, definitely, if I have to vote today, would probably be the shot that K-Row hit in that corner. That was crazy, bro. That was absolutely crazy.
That was crazy.
I mean, two people were on him, knocked him over. It was a 4-point play. I mean, and it was to tie the game. It's like how much K-Row and 1 3-pointer. That's what Tyler said too. Now, mind you, these are preliminary votes, guys.
Yeah,
we're not casting the votes tonight, so don't get
That's a good one.
That is
good.
Like, yeah, that's like
I don't want to say the same thing you say, so.
That's your play. That's your play.
No, I ain't gonna say the same thing.
TJ said the same thing. K-Row's 3-pointer for play of the year.
Yeah, man. I don't be trying to be like everybody else. What's another one that was great?
Khalil player of the year for driving the top of the key to flush it on someone.
Bruh, that play?
That play was nasty.
Yes. I'll say that one, or the one where he dunked on his own player, bro. Oh, yeah, that was crazy too.
Tyler got a good point too, though.
What is that?
The Chargers. Remember when the Chargers were playing? I don't know who they were playing, but they had like a 10-point play where they hit like 1-3, came right back, hit another. It was like all consecutively together. They hit it was like 3 of them back to back.
It was a one of the alley.
Shaq said the free throw putbacks.
It was.
Let me say this too. Dunk of the year has its own category. My bad. So
okay.
While y'all are throwing those in. Okay. My bad. So hold on. Wait a minute. So while y'all are throwing those in, so we have a play of the year, and then we have a dunk of the year too. So we had so many dunks this year, we had to give that its own category.
Yeah.
So
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna go to a recent play.
Okay.
That Jason did on us.
Okay.
Where he just threw the ball. He wasn't even looking. You remember that play? He threw the ball behind his head like this.
To his player?
Yes.
That was the same play that was on Top 10, right? Where he drove up, he dribbled up, and then spun around, then came down, went up, and threw it behind his head.
He just threw it behind his head.
I was
like, that was tough, bro.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was tough.
All right, let's keep going. What, 2 threes made, Malik got fouled, missed the last free throw, then Khalil put back dunk. Yeah, that I remember that sequence. Yeah, that was crazy. All right, so I know some of y'all already weighed in on some of these, but if y'all have to say the dunk of the year, what was the dunk of the year?
Khalil's up there.
Which one?
The one is just that one. The free throw. The free throw
dunk. The free throw dunk.
That's up there. The Geno alley-oop. The alley-oop for Geno.
Oh yeah.
I forgot who threw the pass, but it was like.
I feel like Josh got a body this year too, though. And that, when he dunked on Shaquan.
Oh, no, well, Josh when he dunked on Shaquan, and we can't do this one, but we gonna bring
where he dunked on Cam.
On Cam, yes. Those two were crazy, man.
Nick early in the season. What dunk was that though?
Like that, the explanation. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I need a little more elaboration, dude.
As my mom would say, be Pacific.
Endo's baseline dunk. Josh body Cam. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
But we can't put that one in there because we don't have the footage.
Yeah, the internet failed us in that moment.
Yes.
Nigel. For dunk of the year?
No. I love Nigel.
I love Nigel. Don't get me young bunnies though. Nah. All right.
You can't forget the one where Solomon caught it off the rim and flushed on the whole entire defense as well. I got that. That's an honorable mention for real. And Scott, my pick was not Black Ice. I wasn't talking about 2007 Tom Brady, by the way. But I'm gonna go put my other kid to bed.
Oh, his pick wasn't Black Ice.
Oh, his pick is the Chargers.
His pick is the Chargers.
Oh, okay.
He was so cryptic in what he was saying.
Yeah, so, we definitely had to decode that one for sure. Yeah. Javonte said Josh is too.
Josh is what?
Josh is what? Help us out. Elaborate. Y'all elaborate. Help us out. Didn't someone dunk on Darius this season, or was that Solomon? On Darius who?
Which Darius? It's 2 Dariuses.
Because this one didn't get dunked on.
50% chance.
Didn't someone dunk on Darius this season, or was it Solomon? Nah, Solomon got dunked on, but I ain't get dunked on this season. Try me. Anyway, all right.
Dunk of the year.
So that's dunk of the year. Not right. Me and Back is both like, not this one. Like, yeah, nah, ain't nobody dunked on us. Darius is steered.
He said CEO.
No, he did not get dunked on this year.
He erased that footage, Tyler.
It didn't happen. Because first of all, I'm not going to meet none of them at the top right now. Y'all see when I get my blocks. My blocks are sneaky blocks. I'm not trying to meet some of you folks at the top. Get out of here. Glass dunk on Baker. Oh, that was a good one too. Especially the crucial moment that was too. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
Definitely a good one. I'm gonna find the clip. Hey brother, if you find it, hey, by all means. But good luck because it doesn't exist. Anyway, so we have Player of the Year, we have Dunk of the Year, we have Game of the Year, which so y'all weigh in on that Game of the Year.
So of course the Black Ice Chargers game.
Black Ice Chargers, hands down, is my Game of the Year.
I gotta say Black Ice Wolves. The last game of the year.
Oh yeah.
Overtime.
Double overtime. You gotta throw it. You have to throw a double overtime in there. I don't think you can not throw a double overtime. So
somebody else said Wolves.
Kiana says Wolves, Black Ice. Yeah, you can't not throw
Savages and Black Ice. There was another good game.
Tyler said Wolves and Black Ice, double OT. TJ said Black Ice Wolves.
Yeah.
You said Savages and Black Ice?
Remember Savages and Black Ice had a tight one too.
I wasn't here for that one. I didn't see that one.
Oh yeah, they had a tight one, brother. They had a tight one. So
Who else y'all got? So far we got Wolves, Black Ice. We got Chargers, Black Ice. Savages, Black Ice. Yeah. Hey man, Black Ice is in every game of the year matchup. Titans and Chargers. I ain't being funny, but was that a game? I don't remember anything about that game. Titans and Savages.
That was more at the beginning of the year, I believe.
Okay.
That's when the Titans were like really cooking. Titans and Savages was a good game too.
Okay, so James just mentioned the Titans and Chargers too. Yeah. I don't remember it. Like it was at the beginning of the season. Chargers versus Shaq Petty. Chargers versus Chargers.
Oh, we forgot about that one. The Wolves and Blazers.
Was a good
game.
It was
a good game.
I came with Shaq. Chargers versus Chargers. Y'all ain't been playing nobody all season, huh? We had the lead with 2 minutes left. Got you.
Yep. I do remember that. Yep. They did have the lead with 2 minutes left.
So
yeah.
Okay, so I think we got a general idea there of what teams, So most improved player.
Javonte. Period.
Javonte. I mean, that's my most improved as well. Yeah. I gotta go with Javonte as well. That's my most improved. Y'all throw names in there. Who y'all got for most improved player of the year? Now, you want to hear something crazy?
What?
I want to hear something really crazy. Someone's gonna look at me sideways. Mm-hmm. TJ could win most improved too.
Really?
Of the people in this league, how many of them really knew TJ's name like that last season? You go from that to an MVP candidate this year. You can't tell me that that's not improvement.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, I thought you were talking about TJ for Black Ice.
Black Ice.
Okay. Nah, he always been good.
Listen, he's always been good. I'm talking about Black Ice. He's always been good, but he was not like this. Like, bro. You see the way he playing this season.
I saw the way he played last season.
I know, but it was not. It was not. He was good. He was good last season, but it was
when they beat us last season, sir. TJ ate us up,
and that was at the end of the season.
That's all good, man. I can't. Even
hey, I'm just throwing a little.
That's cool.
A little,
I'm just saying I disagree. So, TJ been a thoroughbred.
Okay, so all right, so we got Bless. Absolutely, I can go with Bless too.
Yeah, I like Bless. I like Bless.
Solomon. I honestly could go with Solomon.
I go with Solomon. He's in the running.
Oh, because this was easily his best season since he's been
yeah.
at Scott West. This has been his best season. Vontae or Steve, who is he? Steve always been a dog. Like
I put in the same category as TJ.
Steve always been a dog.
Steve's always been there.
Incredible Hulk, most improved. I think again, like I feel like Brandon, he's always like his job.
He's been consistent.
He's always been consistent. Yeah, we talking about that's people that's made like a huge leap.
Yeah,
and again, that wasn't a knock on TJ. Not to say that he wasn't good last season,
yeah.
but it's just like, bro, like he was not in the MVP conversation last season.
Nah, he did step up. I'm just saying, like when I see most improved, it's like a player that was kind of like wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Wasn't really. That's why I said Vontae.
And I'm gonna tell you, to be honest with you too, and whatever, this might get me in trouble, but whatever, I don't care. Like the reason why I also would go with Vontae is because a lot of players, Vontae's been in the league for a long time, mm-hmm. and a lot of players that came in around the time he came in, either they're the elite players you still know, like Jamon, people like that, or they're not here no more because the competition level left them. And so Javonte didn't allow the competition to completely leave him, but I mean he been working and like it's been showing.
Yeah, you can see it.
So
you can see it.
Yeah.
So I mean I like Vontae hands down. So
TJ from Black Ice definitely earned my respect this season for sure. Yeah, man, listen, yeah, bro, listen, TJ, yeah, for sure.
I've been screaming about TJ though, and you know this. I've been screaming about TJ all season. So
True.
I mean, yeah,
true. All right, defensive player of the year, because we got to wrap this up. Defensive player of the year.
Solomon block your shot right. That's one. Jason.
Vontae finna win 2 championships this year. Hey, he just might.
Jason.
Okay, so Solomon, Jason.
I might have to put you in there.
Hey, come on, CEO.
You know what I'm saying? Because you play some good defense. Who else? Josh. For the Wolves.
Oh, you're Josh. Okay. I was like, which Josh? Tyler said Miles.
Miles for the Wolves.
I can agree with Miles too. DJ Cookie Monster, Solomon, and Jason. I like that. I like that lineup. That would kind of be my 3.
DJ had some beef with me, man, because I didn't mention his name last time.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. And I can appreciate this because I understand, like, you have to watch the way DJ plays. Yeah. He does cerebral defense things. It's not the things that get highlights. It's not the things that are cool to watch. But if you actually watch the game, it's like, okay, I actually see how he disturbed this offensive player.
He's sneaky, too.
And he's very sneaky.
He's real sneaky. I
can see why he definitely feels like his name should be in the conversation. I agree.
I watched him let somebody get past him on purpose,
mm-hmm.
and then come behind him and slap the ball away. It's a smart play. So
Dale said Wade.
I put Wade in the category. Because
Miguel said Gino.
He said
Jason from the Chargers for sure.
I said Jason.
Yeah.
I said Jason.
Sneaky with that because he'll shoot it, but he'll also defend it too.
Oh nah, he's sneaky and in your face.
Dale said Backus. I know Backus to be an offensive player, not a defensive player. Like, not to say he can't play defense, but Backus is more offensive to me.
I'm trying to think anybody else.
Backus said, nah.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, man. That boy declined his own, boy.
Hey, I like that, though. He realistic.
That man declined his own nomination. That's funny.
I'm trying to think of any more thoroughbreds we're missing. Because I don't want to miss anybody, but I think the names that have been mentioned, besides Backus,
they've been the main 3. Javonte says me. What would you say? I think Javonte does play good defense.
He does, overall. You know what I'm saying? At one point, do we have a chance to provide feedback? Laugh Out Loud specifically about All-Star Weekend.
Feedback in what sense? Like in the comments? Like to talk about it? Or like a survey? Or like what you talking about, James? Elaborate for me a little bit, my brother. Elaborate.
Yeah.
Shaq had the most charges this year.
You know what?
You're probably right.
You know what though? I will agree with that. Cause Shaq, Shaq.
He guard and get the ball for real.
I do think, but see, that goes back into his just most improved period.
Right, exactly.
Everything.
Exactly.
His shooting, his defending.
Man, Javonte, don't get greedy. Championship and possibly MVP award. You got to know. I'm just playing. But, all right, next one. Defensive Player of the Year. We just did that one. My bad. Coach of the Year. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna move on. I can't argue 10-0.
Nope. Corian all day.
I can't argue 10-0.
I'm not even.
Corian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue that. You know, we've had great coaches, and it's not to say that it's a landslide. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, it's not to say that it's a landslide.
But between him, Coach White, and between Venom, you know what I'm saying?
Top three for sure.
That's your top three. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Count the playoffs 12-0.
It's hard. It's just hard to argue.
It's just hard to argue that.
Hard to argue.
And again, knowing behind the scenes things that I know what he has done to get to this point, this didn't just happen. You know what I'm saying? So gotta go there. My top three nominees would be the ones you just said: Coach White, Corian, and because you also got to talk about the fact that Coach White, he had to coach this season without a lot of players.
Yep.
So, you know, that's another obstacle within itself.
That's the three, TJ. I agree.
That's the three. Miguel, Corian, and Coach White.
I agree. That's it.
For sure. Rookie of the Year.
Malik, Isaiah, Shaq, and DeMarcus.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go Malik. I'm gonna also go Shaq.
Gotta put in Nick too. I feel like Nick.
Malik at Penn.
Yep.
And I'm gonna throw another one in there that a lot of people aren't talking about either. Amari Beecham.
Amari's good.
Because if you look at Black Ice, you know, between him and Nigel, between him and Nigel, I mean, they carried the team this year, so and they're rookies, so that would be mine. Shaq, Malik, Amari, and Penn. Yeah, for sure. And last but certainly not least,
TJ.
Dang, can I say what it is?
I already know.
MVP.
TJ.
All right. Well, let's give me three.
Okay. TJ, Malik. Oh man. I'm trying to think of another one.
Back and say TJ.
Malik. I don't like doing this, but I have to go with
TJ. And what about TJ?
I have to go TJ Malik. I have to go with one of my players. I say Josh was in the running too.
Interesting, Josh. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put his name on the plat. All right. So I'm gonna go TJ as well.
That's my number one. Like TJ's my number one.
Right.
But
I'm gonna go TJ as well. I'm gonna go Malik as well because again, I look at. You can have a whole bunch of weapons, but if you don't know how to use them and if you don't know how to organize them, it doesn't mean anything. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to definitely go Malik, you know. And so TJ, Malik. For that third spot, it's hard. It's hard because after those two, everybody else kind of start blending a little bit. I want to say Desi. Because Desmond Rush. TJ, Malik, and Go Gadget, Khalil. Yeah. I appreciate the love. It's been a long road for me, years of hard work and disappointments. Job isn't finished though. No, for sure, TJ. It's well deserved, brother. Well deserved. TJ Malik, and that last spot for me has got to go between. I'll go Khalil or Desi as well.
Okay.
Because I mean, shoot, I even got to talk about the Red Hawks game against the Chargers. Khalil's the one that literally shot the dagger to put us away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't.
So my only thing, and I like Khalil. Don't get me wrong. My only thing is I don't think Khalil was there every game.
So does it hurt his argument because he wasn't? They won a playoff. Let's say this though. Since you went there, I'll entertain it. The playoffs without that hurt his argument.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I know, Coach. I know. He said Khalil broke my heart because we definitely tied that game. And Khalil came down and hit that three, and I was like, nope.
But my thing is like Khalil. The reason I'm high on TJ was because he didn't have key players there, and he carried the team. Yeah. With Khalil being gone, the team still went on and won every game.
That's funny. TJ's on the TV right now.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like that type of stuff kind of plays in there. That's why I'm kind of high on TJ. You know,
he does. So.
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna have to wait and see at the very first ever SkyWest Awards. So y'all, seriously, listen. This is something that is for y'all. So we want y'all to come out in droves and invite y'all's families. We want to make this a really, really, really big event. Like I said, it's gonna be cameras. So dress up, look nice, bring your families. It's gonna be a great night. We're gonna give out the awards. It's gonna be really, really dope. Really, really dope. First time we've ever done this. We're gonna bring everybody together, and it's gonna be a real dope night. And then there will be food afterwards. So, there'll be fan of the year. There will be food afterwards and all that type of stuff. So, but until that time, we're looking forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. We're going to go ahead and close this show out because y'all are determined to push our record every week. We had an hour and 30. Y'all just want us to have a 2-hour show. Just say it. Y'all just say it.
Hey, bring your people, man. Sunday.
Yes.
Bring
Sunday.
the people.
Let's pack the gym out on Sunday. So,
and where is it at?
It's going to be at Fairview. It's going to be at Fairview Rec Center.
Do we have that address on hand?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can't put it on the.
Zach can put it on the screen.
Well, I don't know if it's on hand, but anyway, we will send the address out. We'll send the address out. But yes, y'all make sure y'all come out. This is a championship game, last game of the season. We want to make it big. We want to make it dope. It's going to be at 4:00 p.m. So it's like typically the time that we would do that middle prime time game. It's going to be the same thing. So it's going to be at 4:00 p.m. And yeah, man, I'm excited. I cannot wait for Sunday. I know this is going to be a crazy game.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's going to be a really crazy game. Comeback player Travis and the poster. You know what? Backus,
go to bed.
And
once you got a newborn, go to bed.
But yeah, y'all, we appreciate y'all per usual. Y'all know what I say every week. This show, y'all make it so dope to be able to talk to y'all. Mm-hmm. It's really fun. We love y'all. And yeah, we'll see y'all on Sunday.